I mean, this is like a special slice of Chicago. I love when I get to come and work here. It makes my days a little bit better. We've definitely used both sides of the store.
There are two sides to every story.
For here to go.
To go.
Okay.
And two sides to this store. Working in tandem.
It's definitely a one-stop shop kind of thing.
Heritage General Store on Lincoln Avenue in Lakeview is a hybrid bicycle and coffee shop.
It seems strange then.
But if you ask owner Michael Salvatore,
Here we're just making sure that the frame is evenly welded.
it's not all that odd that he's peddling two products under one roof.
The cultures of coffee and bikes overlap so much. The cyclists love coffee. It's crazy. It's a natural fit.
He was living in New York and working as a trader, but he left the world of finance after the crash in 2008 to pursue his passion, building bikes. He found bike buyers were more at ease and willing to chat with a cup of coffee.
I was blown away at how easy it was to approach people when they had like a coffee in hand or a muffin or a drink. And I was like, you know, one day when I want to do this concept, I'm going to pair that. I'm going to do the two together.
He and his wife moved back to Chicago and opened Heritage in this turn-of-the-century building. On one side, there's a fully functioning cafe,
Here are the donuts for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
a coffee shop with a menu for drip, espresso, macchiato, and baristas skilled at latte art, perfect for a caffeine fix. And a few steps away, the shop switches gears for a flat fix.
So my wife got a flat tire in her bike, and so I took it over here, which we always do for all of our bike repairs.
Bike mechanics with coffee nearby work out in the open, tinkering with chains and tightening brakes fast as customers enjoy breakfast.
My kids love watching the work going on over there.
And to me, it was always about coffee and a show. You know, it's like almost a theater. So you'd come in, you'd have your morning coffee, and so I thought having the bike shop there with mechanics working on bikes, people engaged with conversation, I thought that just add an element to the coffee shop that created an energy.
It's one way to wake up and smell the coffee, or the WD-40. Heritage doesn't just fix bikes, it makes them. The fifth-generation Chicagoan named the company Heritage as a nod to the city's biking roots. It's the first Chicago-based bike manufacturer since Schwinn left the city decades ago.
My goal wasn't, hey, let's you know, be a Schwinn or be a Murray. My goal was like, hey, let's pay homage. Let's have a little heritage to that cycling culture, that manufacturer. Let's be proud of where these things are.
But Heritage is also about his own inherited traditions.
I raided my parents' basement for all their antiques and all their stuff that they weren't using. They were happy to get rid of it. And if you look around to this day, it's basically my house that I grew up in.
Sprinkled throughout are family heirlooms like vintage record players, his grandparents' gramophones, and Underwood typewriters, with charming touches like flowers among the pedals, in a space flooded with natural light. Salvatore built these large tables by hand using reclaimed wood. There are plenty of seats when customers are tired. Among the high tops and helmets, you'll see Java in a jar. It really is the intersection of two cultures, both sides of the same store and the same story.
I'm from Chicago, again, it's in my blood, and I think a lot of that resonates through what we do. It's just a matter of working hard, putting our heads down, and trying to do the best we can with what we got.
In Lakeview, Mike Lowe, WGN News.